Northern Ireland summer. It's windy, it's rainy, and it's time for the Open. Welcome to Portrush.
Here is Marcus with a preview of this year's tournament.
The 153rd Open Championship takes place at Royal Portrush Golf Club from July 17 to 20. Rory McIlroy returns home after clinching the Masters and completing his career Grand Slam, and is among the favourites. Other top contenders include Xander Schauffele, Shane Lowry, Scotty Scheffler, Jon Rahm and Brooks Koepka. Highlights include the infamous par 3 Calamity Corner and firm wind-exposed links terrain. Royal Portrush first hosted the Open in 1951, but had to wait over 60 years to host it again in 2019. This time around, the wait has been much shorter.
Rory McIlroy is the home hope. Marcus takes a look at his chances.
Fresh off a career Grand Slam by claiming the 2025 Masters green jacket at Augusta, home hope Rory McIlroy will be vying to win his second Open title at Royal Portrush. The native of Hollywood, County Down, comes to the Causeway Coast having also won 2 PGA Tour titles this year. However, his play has somewhat cooled, missing the cut at the Canadian Open. Rory has emphasised the need to reframe his mindset ahead of the Open. Royal Portrush is a demanding links course, which was enhanced after hosting the 2019 tournament. Rory thrives in noisy big event atmospheres and is in the top 3 favourites to lift the claret jug at Portrush. The 36-year-old combines elite skill, recent major wins, home course advantage and a deep drive for redemption. If he manages to fire up like he did for the Masters, he'll be in contention. However, if motivation or form fizzles, he could drift early. It's a very windy day in Portrush, and if it's windy when the Open is on, it will cause lots of problems for the golfers. It's causing lots of problems for us while we're filming this, even though it is the end of June. Sunny weather, not today, so we're going to give you a little walking tour of Portrush with some lovely music to listen to as well. We're going to start off at the harbour and then we'll walk through the town centre and we might even pop into an amusement arcade. I've got some 2Ps ready to play in the machine, so let's get going.
Paul, the rain has stopped and I've discovered an absolute gem. This was never here in my day, but do they know me? Has this been named after me? It's a hotel called the Marcus Portrush, and it says it's where adventures begin. Well, that's really interesting because Marcus is in Portrush. Well, there's a note on the window and it says, we're not open yet, we're running a training week. So I guess they're going to be open in time for the Open. It's named after me. It's going to be an absolute success. Well, there's certainly a lot of eateries here. Yeah, we've just seen Bob and Bert's, which is all over Northern Ireland and parts of Scotland and the north of England. There's Ground Coffee and Kitchen over there.
There was Follow Coast that we just passed.
Yeah, and lots of hotels and bars also offering food. But I see my next port of call. The 2p machine beckons at an amusement arcade that I always used to go to when I visited Portrush as a teenager. It's Sportsland.
Okay.
There's more teetering right on the edge. Shall we quit while I'm sort of equal? It's so tempting to go on. So I do one. Keep going. See? No, I'm gonna lose all of it.
Yeah.
The thrill of the chase.
Do you want to quit now?
We'll quit. I'll keep my 8p. I would really like to get those are so close. Literally, I'm gonna go right, just use it.
You are only here once.
Yeah. Last chance. Whoops. There we are. That was fun, wasn't it?
Umbrella time.
Yeah. The rain has started again. Well, I thought I was going to quit while I was ahead.
No.
And then the lure of the chase drew me in. There were so many coins just teetering on the edge.
It's temptation.
Yeah. So I spent all my 2p's. But how often am I here?
No.
Not that often. Some brave souls in the water today. Well, we couldn't come all the way to Northern Ireland and not play golf. Well, they wouldn't let us on to Royal Portrush, so we've come to the Jet Centre in Coleraine, where they have a 18-hole outdoor mini golf course. And it just so happens that we are here on the longest day of the year, the 21st of June. And it's about 20 to 9 at the moment. We are booked in at 9 o'clock. And it will take as long as it takes, I suppose, but no longer than 10 o'clock, because that is when they close. And it just so happens, because it's the longest day, sunset tonight is at 12 minutes past 10. We've got our scorecard, we've got our clubs, and our balls. I've got an orange one, and Paul's going green. We've read the rules, but we'll not bore you with that. Except to say that we start at number 1. We were hoping to provide commentary for our golf competition, but unfortunately there was copyright music playing throughout, so you'll just have to listen to some of our music instead. Well, it's 5 to 10 and it is still daylight here in Coleraine, and I think we had a fabulous round of golf. I think the way to sum it up is that I started off well and you finished well, and it was very close when it was all added up at the end.
Pretty good hits, and
yeah.
I think that you made a little bit more mistakes later on. I think that I started off pretty poorly. I think I scored like like sixes.
You did, and I was getting threes. I thought, I'm going to get 3 in every one. And then, of course, I got too confident. And then that's when I was getting the sixes as well. So there was only 4 in it in the end. Paul, you scored 74 and I scored 70. So I think that was pretty good. It was really enjoyable. I've never actually played proper mini golf like that.
I don't remember playing it either.
I used to play crazy golf, which was outdoors, but it was like just sort of ad hoc. It wasn't somewhere where you actually went and paid and got the clubs and the balls and everything.
No, but I am really glad that the weather was cooperative, and I think today was the last day of the heat, hot days, and I think it's a gradual decline from here on out. So I'm really glad that we did take advantage of it on our one and only good day here.
Yes, that is very true. Well, I think the Jet Centre is as good a place as any to round up, see what I did there? Today's episode.
A hole in one.
Yeah.
Yes, so for those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you could do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee or even a tea, see, to help us along the way, there is a link in the description. And we hope that if you're watching the golf that you enjoy it, and good luck to all the competitors, whether they're from Northern Ireland or elsewhere. And we'll see you next time.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.